Cool. I think the last time I was live, I was in North Carolina. I don't know what to talk about. Should we talk about my book? That's kind of crazy. The craziest part about that is I started working on that. Guys, books take so long to make. Because like not only is the writing process months and months and months, but then it's like having to choose covers and like author photos and doing all of that. It's time. So I think I started writing it when I was 16. And I turned 18 a few months ago. So yeah, it's almost 2 years in the making. So that's why it's so crazy that it's finally out. But I also wanted to answer some questions because I'm getting a lot of the same ones. I know a lot of people were wondering, especially people who live internationally or don't live in the US, were wondering if they could get the book, and they can. The book is available everywhere. Really any retail store. I know somebody commented on my post and mentioned that they were from the UK because I think I mentioned Target and Walmart having the book as well. But it should be, I've never been to the UK. I don't know what the UK retail stores are called, but I know that they're probably there. But for people in the US, it's Barnes & Noble's, Target, Walmart, I guess pretty much almost everywhere where they sell books, which is quite crazy, especially because I've always been a huge bookworm. But yeah, no, it's available internationally, so that's not a problem. Somebody also asked hardcover, softcover. It's a hardcover. I've always liked hardcover books. Yeah. Is there anything you want to know? Just comment the questions, because every time I do the button, it's English. Every time I use the little questionnaire thing, it's too complicated and I do it wrong, I feel like. And it just takes forever. It's not good. I am a grandma when it comes to technology. What's your favorite part of the book? I don't know what my favorite part of the book is. So for those of you who don't know, the book is essentially just a collection of stories and affirmations. I just kind of talk about all that I've experienced as a Latina in the industry, or, the Hollywood. It's so weird calling Hollywood. Anyway, that's pretty much what it is. So you open up the book, and the left page is going to be an affirmation, and on the right side of the book, or the right page, it's going to be a story that goes along with that affirmation, or why I believe in that statement, or where that statement came from. But I think for anybody, especially because I'm generally more of a private person, I don't say much about my personal life. So for anybody who wants to get to know me better, or just kind of learn growing up, things that I've been through, things that I deal with, I feel like I don't address my mental health often, but I kind of address that there because I'm not always the healthiest in here. And also, just being a teen is hard. Like, it's weird and awkward, but it can also be a very beautiful thing. And I think everything that I share in there is it's just very personal to me, and I think I open up about a lot of things that I don't necessarily. Someone asked, why do I choose the title? I chose that title because when I was younger, I used to always say it's all love. Like, I don't know, it was just leaving a room. Oh no, it's all love. It's just something that I said a lot, and then it's also just, that is how I try to look at life. I don't ever want to enter a new situation or a new experience in my life with a negative mindset, which again is hard for me because of my mental health. So I think it's all love is kind of a phrase that just kind of reminds me to try to keep a more optimistic disposition rather than always looking for the worst in things. You know? But I am pretty, it's crazy. It's crazy because, I mean, this has been a conversation for who knows how long. For me on my side. And when I was younger, I used to say I always wanted to write a book. So now I can cross that off the bucket list. The book is based on my life. It's stories about me growing up, things I've experienced. I'm from the Coachella Valley, so things I experienced when I went to public school, and then things I experienced on Disney sets or, Netflix sets, or, I kind of go through it all, I think. I feel like it's a pretty easy read too. Like, even if you're not a big reader, there's not a lot of, I don't know, it's just with spacing, it's not too difficult of a read, I don't think. It's so weird looking at my hair. I don't think my hair has been this short since I was 6. Yeah, when I was 6, I had a bob. And the reason why I had a bob is because one day I went to school and my mom braided my hair into whatever, just regular braids. When you take out a braid, for people who don't know this, who don't have experience with braids, you're supposed to take braids out from the bottom. But my parents had to go do something. It was like parent-teacher night or something like that. So my mom asked my brother and my sister, hey, can you help Jenna take out her braids? Because I was 6, I didn't know what to do. So they did, but my brother took it out from the top, and I got this huge, massive knot in my hair. And my siblings were trying to get it out. They were putting peanut butter in my hair. They were using scissors. Because keep in mind, we're kids. Like, I think my brother was 8, 9 at the time. It wasn't a big thing or whatever. So my mom came home and she saw hair and peanut butter everywhere, and she was like, this isn't gonna cut it. So she just cut my hair off right above where the knot was, and it turned into a bob. And the next day was school picture day. So I have a school picture from 1st grade, and I'm smiling with both of my teeth, like, and yeah, I have really short hair. And I've kept long hair ever since. But it's crazy because it's something that, like, we just carry that in our house. Like, anytime we mention braids, we would always, like, I don't know, take, like, hits at my brother because, I don't know, I didn't care. I was young. And I also don't care now. It's hair. I'm fortunate enough that it'll grow. But also just really dead. I should go live more often. I don't know. I feel like lives can be so awkward sometimes. I never know what to talk about. How do you feel when you see yourself on TV? I don't watch my projects. It's not because I don't want to. Like, even you, I was a fan of the show initially, so when 2nd season came out, I watched everybody else's scenes because I want to be supportive of them, but anytime I came on screen, I would walk out of the room or just skip. I just don't watch. And that's why it's hard, because I can't always respond to, edits that people may make of the show. And I see them, but I don't want to click on them because it's going to be clips of the scenes. I just can't watch myself. It's awful. It's like when you hear your voice on a recording and you think, man, is that what I sound like? It's like that, but with appearance and voice. And then also you're pretending to be somebody else, and it just feels so fake, and it's just really awkward. Is it hard being an actor? I think, honestly, the hardest part about being an actor, I don't even say it's the hardest. It's just like everything that you have to do outside of acting that is more difficult, especially because I'm not a very social person, but, like, I have to go to events and I have to, do press and do, whatever. But I guess it's kind of good practice for me, communicating with others and being asked questions that force me to think. But yeah, no, the acting part itself, like, I love being on sets. Sets are great. I sound terrible on answering machines. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure you don't, first of all. But, Think about that. Or like, you ever see a photo of yourself and it just may not be the most flattering photo of you? That's acting. It's like you turn a certain way, or they're doing a certain piece of coverage and the lighting is weird and you just think that it doesn't look right. But I mean, even from like a very, very early age, I think the first time I was ever on TV, my family, they all sat around the living room and they were watching. I don't know if I talk about this in my book, but I'm talking about it now. They were watching, it was CSI New York, I think, and they were all huddled around the TV. And when I came on screen, I was in my room, and my mom was like, Jenna, come on, you're missing it. And I told her, I was like, I was there, I know what happens. Because even then, I never wanted to watch. It's not an interest of mine. I guess I'll click this question thing because Ooh, somebody asked if there's anything that I could tell you about Scream 5. I don't know why I said ooh, like I can. I can't say anything about Scream 5. I'm terrified. I feel like I don't even know if I could say this, but we've done interviews already, the cast and I, and even they would mention something and I would almost tense up because I didn't know if they were supposed to say it. So my interviews are going to be so dry. And other people are giving hints and tips, and who's the one for Marvel who always spoils everything? Which one is that? Is that Tom Holland? I don't want to be the Tom Holland of the Scream franchise. And also, we've already had... I don't know what I want to say. It's hard to talk about Scream. I'm mortified. Also, everyone finds everything out. I remember when I was on set, people were talking about how people were trying to take photos, or there would be crowds waiting, even shooting was hard. I guess I could say that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been a part of something where people were so invested so early on. I think people will be surprised. I would say they would be surprised for sure, but I think that they'll be pleased with the outcome. I've seen the entire franchise and have a lot of respect for it, and I think it is in favor of my favorite installments of the franchise, which is good, in my opinion. You always see. And it's crazy because, it's a year from now, I think. You were just watching Killer Queen. That's a really fun one. I had such an amazing time on Babysitter. Yeah, I'm really excited for Scream. I'm also really excited for Yes Day, which is a movie I did with Jennifer Garner. But I got a few emails, and I think some stuff will be coming out about that one pretty soon. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice going back to family stuff. Hey, Leah. Give Anna a hug for me. Oh, click on the question thing again so I'm not just sitting here staring at you awkwardly. Is that not right? It's literally all of the questions are what's your favorite food and I don't even know my favorite food. Anyone who knows me knows I'm so indecisive. I have no clue. No clue. What time is it? It's 1:48. I actually have... Ellie, why'd you say popcorn? Did I miss something? Why is everyone saying popcorn? Oh, my favorite food. I got it now. Yeah, but does that count? Because if I could say my favorite thing, like but here's the thing, if I could eat the same thing and it be good for me all the time, if that was all I ate, it would be avocados. I only want to eat avocados all the time. My sister is bullying me right now. Bye. What's an embarrassing story you have? You're good, Aaliyah. An embarrassing story I have. I don't know. I feel like I just awkwardly do, like, I just do stupid stuff. I mean, like, the other day I was on the phone with, like, this law office because I had to do, like, whatever, this financial stuff. And I was on the phone with this guy, and I have to travel soon for work. And he was saying, oh, and, you know, safe travels going to so-and-so. I heard it's beautiful there. I told him, yeah, you know, you too. And I feel like anytime someone says you too, and it just doesn't apply, like, that's not, you just ignore it out of courtesy for the other person's ego. But he was like, oh no, I'm not going. And I was like, yeah, I know, it came out because I thought we were wrapping up the phone call, and I thought you were gonna say have a nice day. I just do awkward stuff like that. It's like I get out of a taxi and they're like anytime I've gone to the airport, like I'll get out of the car to go to the airport, they'll be like, have a nice flight, and I say you too. But that was the first time someone called me out on it. He straight up said, oh no, you didn't mean that. I know I didn't mean it. I couldn't believe he said that. But he wasn't mean about it. I wasn't prepared, I guess. I don't even know how to style my hair. I don't know what to do. It's short. I go to put it in a ponytail and it's like that long. He really did. He woke up and chose violence, I guess. Would you be in You Season 3? I feel like I'm not allowed to say things. I'm just gonna leave that. But I am really excited about the 3rd season. I can say that. Somebody asked outfit of the day, but I mean I had an actual outfit on earlier. I just have this long sleeve and a white tank top, but I'm currently wearing like soccer shorts. I want to be comfortable. I hate wearing jeans. Jeans are just pants, skirts. It annoys my mom because I only wear sweats all the time. How did I spend New Year? I didn't do anything. I never really celebrate New Year. No, I didn't say jeans or just pants. I said jeans and just pants. Like in general, I don't like wearing pants. I don't know if that sounds right, but I mean it. But also, I'd rather wear pants than a skirt, you know? You just gotta pick your poison sometimes in life. I don't really know what else to say. My favorite show on Netflix? New Girl. I love New Girl. If you haven't watched New Girl, do yourself a favor and watch New Girl. It really is just a great show. And I think it's entertaining from the jump, which is pretty hard to do for a series. New Girl's good. I just started watching Community. When I watch shows, I like watching funny shows. Nick Miller is the love of my life. I love Nick. I love Tran. I love Schmidt. Wow, that took forever. Nick and Jess. Well, I don't know. It annoyed me because I feel like him and Reagan, that just would have been a cool, but they just didn't go ever, like not once. I just like Nick so much. Also, I didn't like Winston initially, but I warmed up to him and he just became like the sweetest, kindest, weirdest person, and that was pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna click this question tab one more time. Alright? And if there's something good, I'll answer it. And if there's not, then I don't know. A lot of them are about, surprisingly enough, Stuck in the Middle. But it's not even about my experience on Stuck in the Middle. It's just, what was it like? I don't know. I talk about it in my book. No, I mean, it was cool. It was a Disney show, you know? It was exciting. I learned a lot, and I also met some friends that I want to keep in my life forever, you know? So I think at the end of the day, it was super beneficial, and I'm super grateful for that show and all that it did. It's crazy to think, though, that show has been out for, has been done for, I mean, in a few months, it will have been off the air for 3 years. I haven't filmed Stuck in the Middle for 3 years. It's just kind of crazy. But, yeah. I just want to come on here. Another thing, too, is people just have been exceptionally nice and sweet about this whole book situation. I didn't really know what the response would be, but everybody has been so kind and so supportive, and really, I don't know, I'm just immensely grateful and appreciative of everybody's kind words, and I don't know, just, I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think it was that, which is really cool. Yeah. I think I guess the purpose I want to serve with the book is just, I know that there's a lot of times where I may have been struggling in life and I felt very alone, and if I could do anything to make somebody else feel less alone in, you know, their endeavors and in their experiences, or if they could learn from mistakes that I've made, then that's what I want. You know, I want to be there for people, and especially with people who are so nice, you know. I don't know. I just don't want people to feel so alone. And I also, social media is so hard because everything looks so perfect on social media. And I don't know. Social media isn't real life, which it's almost become a fad to say that now. Just kind of weird. But it's true. It's true. Social media isn't real life. And I think that another part of the reason I was eager to post the book is I think a lot of people assume certain experiences in my life are something that they aren't, and I just wanted to make it clear that I'm on the same page. Yeah, I really struggle sometimes. Everybody is constantly struggling. It's like I was even having this conversation the other day where I was talking with a family member, and they were like, oh yeah, you have your stuff together and I don't. I am such a mess. But that's the thing, when you have a distorted perception of yourself, oftentimes you put others on a pedestal or see them or aspire to be something that you're not, which is a really difficult thing to overcome, and it's something that I still struggle with, but that's also something that I address in the book, because it's not easy figuring yourself out, you know? It's not. But I know a lot of people feel that way too. So, yeah. I love you guys. The world is kind of crazy right now, but I hope that everyone you care about and love is safe, and I hope you had nice holidays regardless of the circumstances. And again, I just want to say, anybody who has said anything kind or bought a book or did anything that was ever supportive of me, even if it's something like liking a photo on my Instagram just because you like seeing what I'm up to, that's crazy. And I can't believe it. So truly, I am just so thankful. I guess what it is. So yeah, if you want to know more about my life, or I don't know, learn from my mistakes or whatever, you could read the book. If you don't want to read the book, you don't have to read the book. You know, that's your time. That's your special time. If you don't want to read, you can go outside. You know, like, it's not. But I do appreciate you guys. So thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to try to be consistently active, so I'll try to post more stories, I guess, if I can. I don't know if you guys even really care about that, but I'm trying to reply to people's comments. I don't know if you saw. I think I'm probably going to try to do the same thing on Twitter too. If you have a Twitter, my Twitter is just Jenna Ortega. Yeah, so one second. Yeah. Can I save this for 1 second? No, that's the only thing. I can't save this live because now it wants to do this thing where I post the live. Like, it posts the whole thing. I don't want to post a live. And then I gotta take it down. You know? Sorry if I keep playing with it. I just took out my hair. Because I don't know what to do with it. I'm having an existential crisis. Anyway, yeah, no. I'm sorry. I just read something interesting. Anyway, I love you guys. Is the book limited? No, I mean, somebody said that I guess it's sold out on Amazon in the UK, but anywhere else it should be good. If you can't find it there, you could find it at your local retail store. Anywhere, it's international. But if you want to be safe because COVID, you know, everything, which I recommend, all you have to do is you could either call in or or you could just order online and do curbside pickup, which is really easy. Another thing too people were asking about was languages. Right now, it's only the English translation, and the reason why is because I'm not some world-renowned author, you know. I'm not James Patterson, so I don't have a history of selling books. I'm literally an 18-year-old girl from Southern California. So we decided to take it easy, but if the English translation does really well and there's somewhat of a demand for another language like Spanish or whatnot, those can come later. But as of right now, it's only the English translation. Cool. All right. Take care, guys. I love you. I'll try